I know Treys. I also forgot his name as well.
You forgot. You know that he's Treys.
I know he's a musician. I know
he's a musician, but you know him as
Treys.
That's bad. That's bad.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like moving from a crew, you're trying to go solo, but you still wanna use your crew. Like, hey, I'm Boza from Squatter Camp. Why can't you say you Boza?
He's always gonna be, if he's still using the name Boza, he's still gonna be Boza from Squatter Camp.
You see,
it's just why
I'm saying that guy, whatever his name is, I forgot his name. He must stop going around saying I'm Tira's son.
Welcome to the masterclass. Welcome to the masterclass. Yo, you don't even have to ask. You're all welcome to the masterclass as we hatch the past, present while we craft a path from a shared truth. And
whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. You know what time it is. It's the Masterclass podcast. All blue like a crib today. Back at it like a crack addict. This OG Samke hanging out with the one and only head nigga in charge. Check out the merch before I get to this nigga. Peeps this, right? Can get this online. You can hit us up in the DMs. Buy somebody that says the Masterclass podcast with Rashid K and OG Samke. What up, Rashid?
What up? All white like Mujahideen in Mecca during Ramadan.
Sure.
That's what's up, man. Rashid K up in here.
All white like the legs on a good Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
What up, boy? You nice?
All white like Shambe niggas on a Saturday morning.
All white like the Blue Bulls versus the Lions, nigga.
All white Omo.
Sure. Yo, who's that? That's a bar.
That's AKA, nigga. It's MAGA.
Shout out to the MAGA. That's nice. I like that. Yeah, man. Two crazy motherfuckers back at it, doing what we do best, man. We're here to talk about hip hop, talk about what's been happening in the game, document the game, school y'all about the game. Welcome to all our students. Shout out to Solicto once again.
Representing
sure, man.
The masterclass, raw beats, upperness.
Word up. The weather's changed over the past couple of weeks, dog.
It's the winter is kicking in Jobex.
You ready for it?
I'm ready, man.
What
I'm
kind
ready.
of music does winter come with? What you trying to hear in winter? You know, because in summer we're out here, we're in the streets, we're in the fucking clubs, shorts on, shorts and shades, beautiful. You know, the ladies out in them sundresses and short skirts and nice boob tubes.
I don't know, man. Like, we used to have a lot of music dropping this time because, you know, it used to be Cotton Fest season, Back to the City season. Niggas used to drop just to be on that lineup. But we're not getting much of that anymore.
That's crazy, man. I'm so glad you brought up Cotton Fest. Big ass hip hop event.
Yeah.
April time.
Can you really say hip hop event?
That's what I was leading to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the segue into it going from a hip hop event to a culture event.
Yeah.
And still, for me, I still feel like the lineup is predominantly hip hop, cara.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Know what I mean? Like it's maybe 60%. No, not even 70%. I'd say.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't get swallowed by the wave, like the Major League Gardens. It started as hip hop. It ended up being anything that's popular.
Yep, that's true. I remember the first Major League. That was like, they had everybody out there.
You know what I'm saying?
Cats. Like, even if you were still up and coming underground.
Yeah.
And now it's gotten to a point where even just the balcony mixes.
Now it's
pop artist on that.
Yeah, now it's about whatever's popping, you know. Shout out to Zakwe though in Durban. Rap Effect, still holding it down, keeping it hip hop.
Guys to. I'm trying to see if Zakwe and not Envy, not P.O.
Black Les
are still gonna do the PTA Hood versus KZN.
Ah, okay. We'll wait on that. But most definitely, Sbo from Ukozi FM, myself and Zakwe, we are gonna do Hood versus Hood, the Jobex version. Like all the classes from Jozi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you've been around Jozi, right?
Yeah.
You've been to most of the hoods around Jozi, right?
I know all the hoods.
Off the dome, what's your favorite hood in terms of rap music?
That's the Val.
I don't do that. It's because niggas don't put their hands up.
No. That's the
truth.
Like, no, it's the Val. So where to is mainly kasi rap. But in the Val, you get the variety, you get everything. From the new wave to kasi rap to TP to boom bap. Like you get everything in the Val. Yeah.
1-6, you saying?
Yeah.
What about K1?
K1 is there's nice cats. You know Tembisa 1630, there's nice cats. You know Alex, Gomorrah,
Crazy Cats.
Crazy Cats. But overall,
The Val.
the Val, yeah.
016.
The
We always
016.
speak about it because the movement.
I'm from the East Rand. I'm not even biased. I'm from the East Rand.
Not mention Sogoza at all.
Yeah, no. You know, but like, that's real.
I think the only reason why I really enjoy Val hip hop is because they're still true to the core of what this thing is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No pun intended. They still really care about the essence of rap, hip hop, and the art.
Yeah.
You know, so like you're saying, they don't just capture boom bap rappers or trap rappers or drill rappers.
Yeah.
They all come together to
Yeah.
have an event where you can have the guys from Optical Illusion come through
Yeah.
and do their thing. And then you can have like an inner core.
And you have a cat like rapping in deep Sutu.
You have that, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's the only place I still feel like they really, really give a shit about this hip hop space, dog.
Yeah.
Tina like Josie, Angazi boy, like we're bandwagon boys. You know what I mean? I feel like Johannesburg people are bandwagon boys. If piano is the hottest sounding sound and I'm a hip hop artist, I'm gonna try rap on a lock drum
Yeah.
because that's the hottest thing out there. They don't do that in the 016 though.
No, they don't do that.
But here in Joburg, that's what it is. I've heard of Val rappers coming through to Josie to come do piano sounding tracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's what we do here in Joburg. We don't have a core sound of Joburg hip hop. There's no Johannesburg hip hop. Or is there? I might be wrong.
No, in terms of sound, no. Except that, but it's not, everyone has his own sound. Like you have your Makwa with that Mzonkonko sound.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But you cannot say it's a Joburg sound because not everybody's on that.
Exactly. So there's like many different sounds
Yeah.
in Joburg.
Yeah.
But the main thing I've been noticing is that in Joburg, whatever sound is hot is the sound we're all gonna jump on.
Yeah, that's why we have that lineup on Cotton Fest.
That's why the lineup is so
Yeah, because we trying to jump onto the wave.
damn. Okay. Well, whatever works for niggas.
Yeah, you can't knock the hustle. You can't knock the hustle though.
Works, dog. I wanted to talk about something controversial. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna pull up the tweet right now because it was a bullshit tweet, but it had me thinking. Someone tweeted. Shout out to the homie that tweeted this. Don't remember the name, but they spoke about the 10 worst rappers to come out of Mzansi. And there was like a couple of names on there
Yeah.
that I don't think they were the worst, but they just been quiet. So does going quiet equal falling off equal being a shit artist? Is my question. If I stop dropping music on the regular, does it automatically make me a shitty artist? Like am I whack now because I don't drop music?
No, it's not. Do you think Andre 3000 is whack now? Because he hasn't dropped anything in years.
I don't.
So that's bullshit.
You know what I mean? But you talking about 3 stack here, nigga. I'm like,
No, I'm saying if you had it, you had it. If you never had it, you never had it.
Okay.
It's not gonna change that now. Now that because people are not fucking with you, it means you whack. You know that Eminem lyrically is still dope. It's just that people don't relate to him anymore. Like as a lyricist, as a writer, he's still dope. He still writes dope shit, but it's just nobody cares about it. So you cannot say you whack because of that.
okay.
Falling off, true. You can fall off from the mainstream high horse, but if it hasn't affected your pen game, we cannot say you whack. It's the new wave. People are not fucking with your shit anymore.
I hear that, which is what's maybe happening to an M, right?
Yeah.
I want to bring it home and no gossip.
I don't want to bring it home because niggas are gonna catch feelings and take it personal. And
I want to use an example that will elaborate the points I'm trying to make.
yeah.
You have someone like a Kid Teeny.
Yeah.
You and I have known Kid Teeny since he was in high school.
Yeah.
he's fire on the mic.
Yeah.
Like, you give him some time, you give him a beat, he'll fuck that shit up, right?
Yeah.
Having been signed under Ambitious, the climate of the music that Ambitious was making at this time with Black Diamond and the likes, to the type of music he makes. You know, they introduced him as the new school bully, which means he was supposed to come out and bully the game. You know what I mean? But he's on this list of worst rappers ever in South Africa. And I'm like, okay, the main arguments about that list is the fact that you guys put Kitini on there, right? So now we have someone who's like Eminem, who's really dope lyrically.
Yeah.
But is he at a point where he's just not connecting?
Yeah.
And then people will then say that you're whack.
That's why I'm saying Falloff, yes. Whack, no.
Damn, there's a big difference between Falloff and whack.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. So you can be dope, right? Have
Yeah.
a hit song, still be whack, and don't fall off. Or you can be one hit wonder, be dope on one song, but be whack.
Or you can be average but relatable.
Okay, I get that.
And then
And you-
people resonate with your shit.
So you last longer.
Yeah.
Space.
More than they do with Stogie, who's madly dope.
Yeah. Kitsini, same. Pretty ugly.
Pretty ugly,
Yeah,
dope
yeah.
as fuck.
All those.
Yeah,
No.
but you have rappers who are less lyrical than those guys, but more relatable.
But it doesn't mean that they.
Yes.
All right, that's what I had on my mind. I wanted us to distinguish between whack and falling off. What's the difference? If you fallen off, it doesn't mean you're whack. Because you can be hot, fall off, and then be like, you whack. This nigga was dope. But
We mustn't fall to the numbers trap. To say because this guy has 1 million views, you have 10,000 views. It means you whack. This guy is dope. We are so preoccupied with numbers. You know, I've seen people getting hired, getting jobs because of their following. That's bullshit. It doesn't match to your acting skills. Having 5 million followers doesn't mean you're a dope actor.
Yep.
Having 10 million views doesn't mean you're a dope rapper. You know what I'm saying? So we are so caught up into this numbers shit.
Yeah, but the numbers do count in the sense.
They do count to a certain extent, but they don't numbers, they don't make Big Xhosa doper than Stogie T. Numbers won't affect your skills.
The quality.
Or improve the quality of your skills.
Yeah, I get that.
You know?
Yeah.
So let's not be too preoccupied with numbers.
Would you say understanding or like knowing someone's quality is relative as well? Like, I might think that Nkuli's dope, but you might think he's whack. So
that's subjective.
So how do we measure quality? Like, how do we know that, okay, this is above all standards, this is dope?
Look, man, if it's fucked up. You cannot judge person's skills or person's song or album by saying whether it's dope or whack. Going back to Eminem, I say Eminem is a dope rapper, like the way he writes, the way he uses words, but I don't relate to his shit.
Okay.
You know, I cannot say just because I don't listen to his music, it means he's whack. You don't judge a person. Just like I said before, if you don't like the song or you don't relate to it, it's not for you. There's other 10 million people who think this is good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You cannot just merely judge a song and say whether it's whack or dope. You can have your points and say, okay, I like his writing or I like his flow. Out of all this thing, me personally, this is what I prefer, but he doesn't have it, so no, it's not for me.
Okay, I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that. So it's relative.
It's
quality of your music is
yes,
according to the person listening to it.
yes.
Like you said, you're only as good as your last.
You know,
work, right?
You know what I mean.
All right, I got you. Let's get into it.
And when we rate songs or album and say it's 10 out of 10 or 7 out of 10, It's not cut in stone. That's us.
Word. Yeah,
That's why I always say listen to it and rate it yourself.
Yeah, don't listen to us like that.
You know what I'm saying?
No, we're just partying.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, our ear's way probably better than anybody else's ear.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah. Class sensation, ring the bell, please. Yes, sir. Thank you very much to the editors of this game. Damn.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today? What you got? What's on your mind?
We're talking about kids emulating their parents in their careers, like celebrity. Let's say your father is Bob Marley.
Yeah.
And you're trying to be a reggae artist too.
I'm trying to be Damian Marley.
Yeah. We're talking about those kids.
Sheesh. Okay, it's a tough topic.
Yeah.
Especially in our country.
Yes. Kids whose parents are legends in the game or in their fields. And now the kids are trying to follow the same footsteps.
Yeah, okay, sharp. I'm not too well versed in this conversation because I haven't really seen a lot of, my dad or my mom was a star, so I'm a star. I've only seen it really on TV with presenters. I don't really know much rappers whose dad was.
No, not just rappers. I'm talking about like in general. In the industry, whether you Kaizer Mtaung's son, whether you Max Maponyani's son, whether you Brenda Fass's son, in general, do kids succeed and do they surpass their parents?
Wow, that's a heavy question, dog. I think a lot of the time, for me, in our country, from what we've seen, it's very tough to do.
Why is that?
I think because the OGs and the legends and in the game, in the industry, in the media space, they've done just so much that for their kids to come through and surpass that,
there's nothing more
it's hard to do. Like if I'm the son of the guy who started YFM, am I gonna start a better station than YFM, dog? Like, why? It's still living today. If I'm the guy that started SABC, okay, well, not SABC, but I'm Prime Media. Am I gonna surpass my pops who started Prime Media? You know what I mean? It's very tough. If I am Azanya, am I going to be Shamiso that's going to be better than Azanya? It's very, they did so much that it's so tough for their kids to come through and do so much better. Because there was so much more to do. They've done it. You can't surpass your dad because he did that. What are you going to do?
So, are you saying when it comes to skills, like Kaizer Mtaung Jr. can't be a better player than Kaizer Mtaung?
I think he can be a better player, but he can't do what Kaizer did. I don't think Kaizer Mtaung Jr. can leave Orlando Pirates, which is one of the
Kaizer Chiefs.
No, I'm saying because he left. Not Junior, sorry. Kaizer Mtaung used to play for Pirates.
Yeah.
Then he started Chiefs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think his kids could do that same thing. The impact of that was just so great that Mtaung Jr. would have to do something even crazier for it to be.
But can it do that? Because
I don't know. I don't think so.
Has anyone?
I feel like everything's been done here in Mzansi, dog. Shotangan, bijam. Like what can we do that our ancestors, forefathers haven't pioneered? We can do it better and elevate it in different directions, but we can't be the I feel like there's nothing new under the sun for me.
So are you saying kids can't be better than their parents?
They can be, but they can't do what their parents did.
They don't have to do the same things.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine. So
I'm saying on the same field.
On the same field?
Yes.
Yes, you can. But the fields are different now. Put it in your sense, right? Rashid, the way your mother brought you up.
Yeah.
There's no ways you're bringing Rakeem up like that.
True. I'm saying, okay. Let me bring it to reality.
Sure.
Can Bongani Fassi surpass Brenda Fassi legendary status in the music?
I don't think so, no. No.
So you're saying...
Hear me out.
So you're saying if your father is Oskido,
sure,
You mustn't pursue music. You must try something else because you'll always be under Oskido's shadow and you'll never be able to beat that.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
That's where my sentiment is that in the fact that what Oskido's done,
Yeah.
as much as you as Oskido's son can do something completely different,
Yeah.
but you'll never change what he did. You can never surpass what he did because that's stuff that can only. That's why when we talk about people in the industry that have done big things, it's very hard to surpass that because your big thing would have to be something. You'd have to start a Facebook. You'd have to start an Amazon.
No, I'm saying I understand that. I'm saying in the same field. I know Maps Maponyane is the son of Max Maponyane, who was a soccer superstar.
Sure.
But he didn't follow soccer. He tried something else, and he's successful. Is doing very well in his own field. The problem is when you trying to do the same thing that your mother or your father was doing.
Yes.
They're gonna compare and say, Yvonne Chaka Chaka's son is not as good. Oskido's son is not as good. Arthur's son is not as good. So are you saying kids must try different careers?
I'm not saying try a different career.
Yeah.
I'm saying it works out better when you do.
Yeah.
Because if you try the same career, for me, you'll always be under that shadow.
Yeah.
You'll always be under. If Maps decided to play Disky, there's no ways he was going to be better than his pops in terms of the Disky sphere.
It was gonna.
Now,
I think it always
is more famous than him.
Yeah, I think it always puts pressure because they're gonna look at records and say Max Maponyane scored so many goals in a year, won so many trophies, and
it's never gonna work, dog. It's like following in your father's or your mother's footsteps is gonna be a very difficult task. I always say, even if you're gonna be in the same industry, nah?
Yeah.
But if we're gonna be in the tech world, and I'm Mark Zuckerberg's son,
yeah,
I can't try and do better than Facebook. I have to do something completely different from Facebook.
But don't you think it's a natural thing to do? Like you Kazam Daung's son, you always watch soccer, you go to the training, all you know is soccer, or you Oskido's son, you're in the studio with your dad, you're on radio, you're at the shows, all you know is music.
Yeah.
Naturally, even if you don't have the talent, I'm gonna
move towards that
direction.
Sure. Which is okay. But now my thinking shouldn't be that I'm gonna try be better than my father. I'm gonna try and invent shit that my father couldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to make sure that in that same space, I can do something that will have, even if it's not a bigger impact, but a different impact to what my.
I think you need to be your own person. I remember when we were doing Hip Hop Sundays.
Sure.
I was doing an 031 lineup. So these other guys came. They wanted some artist to perform. I can't remember his name.
Sure.
But what I remember, they said to me, he's Tira's son. So up until today, I remember Tira's son, but I don't remember his name.
Damn. I know Tira's son. I also forgot his name as well.
You forgot. You know that he's Tira's son.
I know he's a musician. I know
he's a musician, but you know him as
Tira's son.
That's bad. That's bad.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like moving from a crew. You're trying to go solo, but you still wanna use your crew. Like, hey, I'm Boza from Squatter Camp. Why can't you say you Boza?
He's always gonna be. If he's still using the name Boza, he's still gonna be Boza from Squatter Camp.
You see,
it's just why
I'm saying that guy, whatever his name is, I forgot his name. He must stop going around saying I'm Tira's son.
Shout out to him though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him perform a couple of times. But
yeah.
It's a foot in the door, but it's not enough. Like
it's not enough.
I barely.
I can't Google Tira's son on Spotify.
Let's bring it home, right?
Yeah.
Let's bring it home to both of us.
Yeah.
What does your mom's do for a living?
My mom is a retired accountant.
Did you want to be an accountant at some point in your life?
No.
Do you think if you were an accountant, you could have followed in her footsteps, or you could have done better as an accountant?
I don't know, man. I didn't. I saw a lot of work. I saw her taking work to home. I was like, I don't want none of this.
This is some bullshit. What? Nigga, I go to work 9 to 5. I gotta come back.
You know, so Nah, I didn't want none of that.
Nah, I hear that. And for me, my mom's is a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Never in my life, I think because she's a nurse, I grew up in the hospital just waiting for her to knock off.
Yeah.
So never would I ever want to be that, right?
Yeah.
But for, let's say my parents were the best rappers in the country. They were
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
Right? Of course I want to be like
yeah. You want that attention.
But I'll never, ever be able to beat Jay-Z and Beyonce, no matter how much of a parents they were.
Yeah.
You know? I, as Blue Ivy, need to now find a way to become better in the same industry.
Yeah.
So someone like Bass, right? Who's Oskido's kid.
Yeah.
You know him.
Yeah.
He's a talented fucking musician.
Yes.
Like, he's dope at what he does.
But and a dope producer as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just musically blind on Tuan.
Yeah.
And the time I like it might be his biggest downfall.
Yeah.
The fact that his dad is Oskido. He must never ever strive to be a Oskido or like Oskido. He needs to strive to do something better, to innovate as the same way Oskido did. So his impact should be the same. I think that's possible. I don't think it's possible to follow in the footsteps. I think it's possible to maneuver around it.
I think it will get to a situation where people will have to. I know a rapper who is Petrus Mutsipa's son, but he hides it. But nobody knows it, because once he says that, they're gonna say privilege. Are you here because of that? Your dad is money. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna get there where you think, okay, my dad is minister of whatever, so I'm gonna keep that shit a secret, because as soon as I do this or say this, they're gonna say, oh, because your dad. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Do you think Duduzane could ever be Jacob?
No.
Mad respect to that Jay-Z.
Yeah. No, even because it affects everything else. You try and even Duduzane way to try to be a rapper. They're gonna say, you're from the soft life. What are you gonna tell us? What do you know about our struggles?
I think Duduzane would make a fucking dope rapper. You know what I mean? I don't think he'd make a good politician, because that's what his dad does.
Yeah.
But if he decided to go into another profession, even if he was a soccer player or whatever, he would be more successful. But
there's always gonna be that stigma that says, oh, you're playing for Orlando Pirates because Jacob knows Irvin Koza.
That's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen.
Cristiano Ronaldo's son right now is fire. He's bossing it up in his leagues.
Yes.
The minor leagues that he's playing in. But you know what I mean? He'll never be Cristiano.
Is it a gift or a curse to have parents like that?
I'd say it's a curse, man. Like, I sometimes feel like, it's better to come from
nothing,
down and out bullshit,
0 to 100.
Yeah, than to come from silver spoon.
The come up stories are very important.
Besides it being important and being a nice story to tell, it's just a lot more motivational. It's like
it's very hard, bruh. Even if we take it to the States, Dr. Treys' son is a rapper.
Trash.
Struggling. No, decent.
Oh.
Struggling because of Dr. Dre. Didi's son is a rapper. Struggling because now the measure.
Diggy Simmons is now actually an actor.
Snoop's son is a rapper. Ice Cube's son is a rapper. They decent, but the bar has been set for them. And they are here. They're not going to be successful until they reach that. To them, not to everyone else, to them, reaching that is success.
So
yes.
What about Jaden and Willow Smith? They've got Jada and Will to look up to. They would never get there, you're saying? Because Jaden's
now as
Willow's done her thing.
Will, yeah, they have Will Smith's Grammys to reach. They have Will Smith's Oscars to reach.
Oscar.
From the Oscars.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? All those achievements are hanging above their heads.
So we're saying kids of famous people will never make it in life. Is that what we're saying?
They will make it, but not like their parents.
So there's rather from the ground up.
Rather from the ground up.
For me as well, man. That's how I feel about it. You guys can hit us up in the comments.
And let us know.
The ground up, or because sometimes when I was a kid growing up, I used to wish, I wish my parents were just rich, Joe, because I must see my like I wish I was just born
It's
rich.
good. It's good to be rich because you can nurture whatever talent you have, but don't follow your parents.
That's what I'm saying. But like, if I'd grown up like that, where I was super rich, I don't think I'd be the OG Samge that I am now.
Let us know before we move to the free period what you think on this topic.
Yes. Free period. Let's go to the homie Phonixthecool. Phonixthecool. Yeah, man, I got put into light by record labels. I ain't gonna front. Yeah, man, record labels put me onto this kid.
Phonixthecool.
Phonixthecool. Had never heard of him before.
Where is he from?
Shit, I do know where he's from. I'd have to check that out.
Is he from South Africa?
Yeah, he is from South Africa.
Why is he sounding so West Coast gangster rap from the sound?
Oh, that's his MO. He calls himself the West Coast something. I'm gonna look for the email where I do know where he's from.
Yeah, because I checked.
From Durban.
From Durban.
Yes. From KZN.
That's East Coast of South
The reason I
Africa.
thought we should talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like I'm saying, I got put on the homie from record labels.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't they hit me up on some, yo, this is the next kid. I listened to the music, I was like, I don't know if this is the next kid. Let me send this shit to Rashid. Let me put this shit on the podcast. Let's find out if the rest of the world thinks this might be the next kid. I think we have to play 10 seconds of his shit if we can. Just so they can hear the sound that we're talking about, right?
Okay.
Sound too illegal. Shit ain't been the same. I caused a little shuffle. African boy with the West Coast hustle. So I advise you to remember the name. I put the pieces all together. Now I'm going insane. See, they claim the bounce, but we got bounce for real. Coldest walk in Africa, man. How does it feel? You know, I connect the dots, man. No matter the distance, I keep the.
And then to piggyback off that 10 seconds is just the fact of, like you're saying, there's no original SA sound there.
Yeah,
Labels are fucking with it.
he sounds like he's from Compton or Long Beach
The
or
record labels
Los
love this
Angeles.
shit. And why?
Let's hope they can sell it.
Why do they love this kind of shit?
I don't know, because maybe it reminds them
If
of.
I trap, nah, if I drill, if I sound West Coast, if I sound American, if I sound Atlanta, chances are I'm gonna get signed. I'm getting signed. But if I sound like I'm from Mlazi,
I think these record label A&Rs are not connected to the ground. They don't know what's
what do you
going
think
on,
is
what's
happening then?
popping.
Do you think it's just homies who have the right jobs in the wrong places? Fine. Like there's nothing wrong with Phonix. Phonix is talented.
Yeah.
That's why he's on here for the free period. He's talented. He's really nice. It's just we have an issue with his sound. And his sound is a reflection of what
I always say, making it in this industry is 60% connections, 30% talent, and 10% hard work.
Alright. There you have it, man.
There you have
Let's
it.
go pump some Phonix. I appreciate his music. I like what he's been able to do and to portray. I like that. I just thought we should talk about it because I just feel like the labels might have a different ear to the rest of the country.
Yeah, there we have it. I checked them out.
And
Moving to the producers.
you hated that shit? Did you hate that shit? Honest, before we move, you hated it.
It didn't move me. It sounded like some old West Coast shit that I've heard before.
So you hated it based on that?
I didn't hate it. That's a strong word. I didn't like it.
So you just thought it was whack?
I didn't think it was work. I thought it was outdated.
Normal.
I thought it was outdated.
All right, I like that. All right, shout out to Phonixthecool.
Yeah.
Shout out to the label that put me on to them. I'm not going to mention any names.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Phonix is the new kid, apparently, according to the labels.
Yeah.
But here on the masterclass, we criticize and scrutinize. So you guys let us know if you're fucking with this or not, man, or if the label's ears are a bit twisted.
Yeah.
Twisted. Who you got?
I got on the producer's side, man. I got legendary PH Raw X.
I felt like we've done him before, but then I checked out the other episodes. We haven't.
We haven't.
Too legendary for me.
Yeah, we can't ignore him. We need to give him his flowers, man. He's done a lot of stuff.
Like his work goes without saying.
Yeah.
He's worked with everyone in the game. There's no one that's never been to the
He did Tswada.
Tswada.
That was
That nigga, right?
big. That was major.
And shout out to PH. PH Raw X is sitting at home in his hard drive somewhere. Is an Aries album. Full. Aries done. Aries in high school still.
He was the first one to sign Aries before
Work
Ambitious.
with Aries.
Yes.
He's got a full album with Aries that's chilling in the chambers. I've heard a few songs from there. Obviously, it's a young Aries, so the sound is not. But the lyrical content, I'm just like, yo, this kid was too mad at 17.
Aries must buy that stuff from PH Raw X. Just like Ricky bought his music from Tumi, from Stogie T.
That's the relationship that Aries and PH Raw X have, is the fact that because Raw X found Reese in that situation, Reese has that respect of, my nigga, I did this album with you. This belongs to you.
So he can drop it.
He can drop it, but here's the click. Here's where it comes out. When I interviewed PH Raw X and I asked him about this, he said to me that he'll never drop that shit. Just off.
Then give it back to Aries if you're not gonna use it.
No. I get the sentiments of the OG.
Yeah.
That it's out of respect and out of the craft of, look, the music for Aries, it's just good music. It's not his favorite shit. It's not the best shit.
Yeah.
I think some of the shit that was on there is hot.
Yeah.
But for Aries, it's not where Aries is in as an artist.
Right now.
Right now. So for PH to drop that tape would be taking Aries a bit back from where he's trying.
I get that. I truly understand that. I hate it when someone is gonna drop now a song that we did 5 years ago.
Because now, I'm not the same dude.
I'm not the same dude.
Perform that shit. No.
Yeah, and then somebody. That's why I said to you, if I give you a verse and you don't use it in 6 months, I take it back.
And I truly get that now.
Yeah,
I truly get that now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so shout out to
PH Raw X.
Keep that album.
We salute you, bruh.
One day decide to drop it, please do, and send it to the class first.
Yeah, shout out to PH Raw X, man. Limpopo, straight from Kiani.
100%. If there's one, because we don't do interviews, but there's certain people I would interview on this show.
Yeah.
He's one of them.
All right.
Him, Reddy D, couple other cats. PH is one of the guys I'd love to talk to on the show. But we're not doing that. Shout out to PH.
Review, let's wrap it up.
Real quick. Shit. I love this shit. And you know what? When you sent it to me, shout out to one come on.
Supah Mpondo.
Supah Mpondo.
Yeah.
Toothpaste. Rainbow toothpaste.
Rainbow Toothpaste is the name of the project.
That little EP, right?
EP.
6-7 songs.
6-7. And it's 11 minutes, bruh.
But
The whole EP is 11 minutes.
I love
This guy does songs like less than 2 minutes, like the song, and it's straight to the point.
That nigga is a poet.
Yeah.
On some beats.
Yes.
That's all he is. If you haven't heard of Supah Mpondo,
Supah Mpondo,
please go bump his shit, man. Some of the bars, just like, you're like, where's his head at? He's a Space Jam nigga.
Yeah. I discovered him in Durban, but I think he's originally from the Eastern Cape.
Shit, I just forgot I had some quotables that I wanted to quote. Just that
Bruh,
we're moving quick.
He's an amazing writer. I don't think he was cut out for the mainstream.
He's not.
I think he knows it. I think he knows it too. But I had a privilege to see him perform live. He captures your attention.
He's a poet.
He can deliver. He can deliver.
We're talking MCs, Rashid.
Yeah?
That's an MC.
Supah Mpondo.
I'll have that nigga come open up the show for some of my trap niggas to come rap after that. Because what he does...
And you've been sleeping on him. I've been like, hey, Supah Mpondo.
Yeah.
I Supah Mpondo.
A couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I was scared to this because I was like, man, it's 5 songs, 6 songs, man. There's other albums that we can review. Shane just dropped, 69 just dropped. Like, we can talk about other cats. And
no, man. Supah Mpondo.
I bumped it on the way here today. Here's some quotables. The guy is amazing. Guys,
he's amazing.
Please listen to that nigga's shit. It's 7 songs. It's 11 minutes. It's 11 minutes of clean hip-hop MCing. Like,
you might not hear it on radio. You might not see him on TV, but it's worth it.
You'll never hear him on the radio.
Yeah.
Especially if he's doing the shit that he did on Rainbow Toothpaste.
Yeah.
You'll never hear him on TV. I don't think he's going to drop music videos for these songs.
Yeah.
But just listen to him. It's a very easy listen. It's laid back. You can do it in the background. You can actually sit down and bump your shit. You can smoke a J to that. Spark your Hennessy. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. But Supah Mpondo, Rainbow Toothpaste is one of my favorite shits.
Rate it?
I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.
9.5 out of 10.
As an EP, as an album.
As an EP. No, it is an EP.
Yeah, no.
9.5 out of 10.
For me, 9. 9 out of 10. Fire. Clean.
Shout out to Supah Mpondo. Check that out. Rainbow Toothpaste. We out.
Rainbow Toothpaste, son.
Peace.
What the fuck does that mean? Kinky, aqua fresh. Aqua Fresh.
Maybe it's deeper than that. He's a poet, remember?
He's talking Aqua Fresh for sure. Also pay us Aqua Fresh.
Old school, you know me.
We out.
Culture like Rashid and OG. Like, subscribe, and tell your whole street. Load this next episode with love for the whole team. Yeah, let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments, cause we hearing it. Shout out to OG, shout out to Rash K. Set a new standard, other bars in the ashtray.